HBAR price prediction. In this video, I'm going to give you my honest price prediction where I see HBAR, one of my top coins in my portfolio, topping out. The exact price points where I see it topping out this bull market. All right. And I just wanted to share BTCC, one of my favorite exchanges. It's KYC free, it's VPN free, and you have access to a bunch of lower cap coins. You can leverage trade up to 100x plus. And it's just an amazing exchange. You can get this anywhere in the States because it's KYC free, but it's also VPN free. So definitely check out BTCC. Using my link in the pinned comment and description, you get 10% deposit bonus over 500. So it's basically free money. And just using my link, you get that deposit bonus plus the campaigns. They're always having campaigns and rewards, and they're having a big one right now for its 14 or 15 year anniversary. So I think it's 14, but definitely check out BTCC. Should be in the link in the pinned comment. So let's take a look here at HBAR, and we'll see that HBAR, in my opinion, has a very bullish setup here compared to a lot of altcoins, because ultimately what it's doing right now is it's flipping that past bear market resistance as bull market future support. So this always happens 9 times out of 10. We have this heavy resistance point. We have a big drop, okay, out of nowhere. God candle. This happens all the time in crypto, right? We have a God candle that breaks that resistance point. You see that right there? And then everyone's hyped. Everyone's like, oh, we're going to break the all-time high, this and that. No, what happens? We come back for a retest to retest it as support. So this is a bullish setup here for HBAR. Very bullish setup. This is why it's one of my top coins in my portfolio. So this is HBAR's main point of control, and what I believe will happen here is it's gonna have like a nice rounded bottom, right? So it's gonna consolidate here and have a nice rounding out, and then start to move up and continue this kind of like a parabolic shape here, right? So very bullish on HBAR long term. And before we look at the targets here for HBAR, I also want to point out that HBAR has been in the process of resetting that monthly stochastic RSI. As you can see right here, we were overbought. Once we came up here for HBAR to around 40 cents, basically, we got that money flow in stochastic and RSI all the way up here to overbought levels, right? You can see that right there. And then what's been happening is it's been resetting it, coming down, resetting that stochastic near oversold, not oversold yet, but near oversold all the way down here, while maintaining this level. So it's not like HBAR is dumping all the way back down here. No, it's possibly putting in a higher low. Okay, it's putting in a higher low while resetting that stochastic RSI. This is super bullish because it's going to have all this space to come back up here to overbought, which will most likely be the top, which I'll share here. But once we're overbought again for HBAR, we'll probably have a 1 month to 3 month window for when it tops out. Okay. So also want to share the HBAR BTC chart. This is HBAR BTC, and this is also looking very bullish because we broke out of this heavy downtrend, right? Because BTC has been outperforming HBAR, obviously. But then what happened? God candle for HBAR. HBAR starts outperforming it. And then, of course, we had this pullback. But look where we're pulling back, guys. Look at that. The HBAR BTC chart, we're pulling back exactly on top of this downtrend to flip it as support. So just like we're, pulling back for HBAR and flipping the point of control resistance as support, we're flipping this downtrend as support, right? It was once resistance, right? Resistance. Now we broke it. Now we're flipping it as support. You see? So this is a chart you definitely want to look at, and possibly, I'm not saying this will be the top for HBAR, but once we're in this zone right here, depending on where we are in the market, this could possibly be the top for HBAR. This is why you always want to monitor the HBAR BTC chart, because this can be the top for HBAR right here once it comes into this level. So just another chart to always have in your watch list right there. But now let's take a look here at HBAR. Let's try to find our main targets here and kind of see some of the price targets where I see HBAR going to. All right, so we're gonna do my Fibonacci strategy. Of course, You can learn this in the course if you guys are interested in my course. It's called the 8 Signals to Sell the Top. And I share all my secrets on there. It basically will equip you to sell the top. You grow your intuition with the 8 signals, and it's very charting. It's very heavy on charting. So you definitely want to have TradingView up while you watch the course. But I show you my Fibonacci strategy, my settings, and all that. And here we can see, HBAR coming down to that 0.5, which is like, again, it's the, the resistance level here, that 0.5. And, there's a still chance that HBAR can wick down here to that 618 level at 10 cents, 10, 11 cents. So, HBAR can still drop here, wick down here if we have a panic sell, a crazy black swan or something, and kind of freak people off. And if it does, that's I think that'll probably be the absolute bottom right there. But so far, it's been holding that 0.5, which is bullish. Now, looking at the price targets, where can HBAR be? Where do I see it coming up this bull market? The first target is 124. So 124 is my conservative price prediction here for HBAR. And then 170 is the higher target. So anywhere between 124 and 170 is the sell zone. Okay, the all-time high for HBAR last cycle was 60 cents. That's definitely not bad from the the last cycle, and it's also not bad for where it's at right now, around 15 cents. For right now, I mean, going up there will probably be like 8x, to my most conservative target. It'll be an 8x, and then to 170 is about a 10x. Okay, so this is my target, 124 to 170. So I do believe HBAR has everything to go into the $1 mark. But most likely, I believe it will top out below $2. Okay, the 618, the most bullish scenario. I don't know if something crazy happens with HBAR. The most bullish scenario, the 618 brings the HBAR to around 328. So if we are blasting off above $2 and we're kind of doing something crazy here, right? We're at 213, 250, 230. The highest I see it going, which is the 618, is 333 to 328. Okay, that's the highest I see it going. But if we are in the zone from 124 to 170, and you're seeing a lot of red flags in the market with Bitcoin and altcoins and the total market cap, that's your sell zone right there. Okay, which is about a, like I said, it's a 10x, either a 10x or a 8x, which is not bad for HBAR, which is a higher cap coin. And again, you want to be looking too at the stochastic, which HBAR has been resetting. Once we're overbought again, right? So once we're overbought on the stochastic, once we're up here in the sell zone, once we're hitting our targets on Bitcoin and the total market cap, that's when you want to be selling. This is what I teach in my 8 signals to sell the top course. Check it out. It should be in the link in the description. But that's it, guys. That's my targets for HBAR. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.